Hello and welcome to round 20 of the Dynamic Racing League Main League Brazil practice race, and as always I will just be getting used to controls, but enjoy the practice race. Hello and welcome to Dynamic Racing League F1 2018 Main League Round 20 from Brazil. It is the penultimate round where today there is a possibility of a champion being crowned. Will it be myatesftw today achieving that possibility of becoming a champion in our league? So as we wait to see what the weather will be doing here, a bit overcast. Could it rain during the session, which means that everyone will be in a rush to get out? But the championship standings, as always, let's start off with those in the lead. So unsurprisingly, is myatesftw on 267 points. In second, myatesftw, who is not here today, is not racing today. In third place is myatesftw, who also isn't racing today. Fourth place, out of championship contention now, is myatesftw after that disappointing 8th position last time out in Mexico. In fifth place is the myatesftw with 138 points. Sixth place is Little Paul on 125 points. Seventh is Perry the Dog 6, who had a brilliant podium last time out. Eighth is Vizillo 97 on 98 points. Ninth is Carter 5510 on 58 points. And 10th is Storm 2006 UK on 57 points, as we have first cars coming out into the track now, and Spike has already retired from session, which is quite early on and quite surprising. But Biff Chipmunk is the first car to get out on track and is wearing a gold helmet. Not a tribute to me, I don't think, but wearing a gold helmet today. Must be some reason or another that he's decided to wear that one here today. It's a nice helmet. Could he be hoping for a race victory today? In the Constructors' Championship, Williams can also wrap up that today, of course. Only need a couple of points, I think, if I remember rightly, to... Well, if they don't score any points, they still win it, I think. So they just need to get across the line today to get the Constructors' Championship. In second place in Constructors, McLaren, 298 points. Only 1 point behind now is Force India on 297. Fourth is Renault. Fifth, Red Bull. Sixth, Toro Rosso. Seventh, Ferrari. Eighth, Mercedes. Ninth, Haas. And 10th is Sauber, who could possibly make their way up the order, but I don't think anyone's racing for Sauber today, so I doubt that's going to happen. But let's see how Biff Chipmunk is doing right now on track. So currently 8th position, coming through the middle sector now. What sort of lap time can he achieve? He'll be the first person, and he's going to be in the wall, and that's the tyre gone, and that's a mistake for Biff Chipmunk, and he is out of qualifying. That was unfortunate. It's got a little bit wide out of that corner, got into the grass on the left hand side, and then smashed into the barriers. Biff Chipmunk is out of the session. Back in 2015, he got a second place finish here. So it is a track he is supposedly good at, but he'll be needing that luck to make sure he can get back through the field. While all of that was going on, myatesftw is the first person to set a fast lap, and it is a 1 minute 8.146. And let's see what tyre that was done on. It was on the super soft tyre he did that on, and the myatesftw is only 4 tenths behind on the soft tyres. This is going to be a weekend for the myatesftw to shine and potentially take victory here with the absent drivers of myatesftw and his obvious teammate Alpu Mupke. So let's see if I can have any update on what's going on. So supposedly I can tell you that Spike 10100 crashed in the pit lane, is just why he retired so early on. But the Abachigujiga should hopefully be setting a faster lap time now. Seems like just him and JIO are the ones with a lot of gap to the rest of the field in terms of time. Let's see what he can do now, coming up towards the line here. Stinner Winner goes quickest on a 1, so he decides to come back into the pits, but Stinner Winner has just crossed the line to set the fastest lap time of the session so far. But of course, it may rain. We don't know that, we don't get that information here, but it could possibly rain, which could mean that these lap times are going to be vital to who's going to get pole position today. It could rain tomorrow, even tomorrow, well, you know, during the race. So we need to make sure that people set the fastest lap times possible quite early on. So currently quickest is Stinner Winner, followed by JIO, followed by the Abachigujiga, with 4th reserve driver Remy Liney 9, another reserve driver in 5th, Lucas Allais 6th, or 571. 7th is Killing for Cash, which my game didn't select then. 8th is Hixie 123. 9th is Little Paul 78. 10th is Bifford Chipmunk. 11th Risey Mac 240 has just come back in the pits and not set a fast lap yet, so maybe he just wants to make a few setup changes possibly. Obviously only a few setup changes you can make when Park Ferme is on. 13th is Carter 5510. 14th is Spike 10100. And last but not least is GA04071980. So as I was saying earlier, it is a big weekend for Matt 240. JIO was in this championship fight, but unfortunately as far as I think I've understood, I may be wrong, I think his steering wheel and pedal set has broken, therefore he's had to move over to controller from the last race onwards. So of course you'll be able to see from his movements on board that he is now driving slightly differently than you would if you had a steering wheel. I don't know if that would be that much of a disadvantage around a track like Brazil, because it is quite flat out and the corners are quite flowing, so it may actually work out to his benefit. So let's see what's not lap timing set here, going into sector 1 now, through the center S down to second gear for the first apex and up to third for the second. Put your foot right down on the throttle, make sure you get as wide as possible, but make sure you don't run into the back. A Stinner Winner coming down the back straight now, waiting for the 100 meter board, 50 meter board, break down into third gear, get the apex, come out wide and go as quick as possible through this left hander up towards the right hander, waiting for that 50 meter board, break after 50 meter board, down 2 gears, up through the gears, maybe change it to 4th there to get some extra grip. You wouldn't have had to do that if you had a steering wheel, because you can turn in tighter and quicker. Bit early into the apex there, which would have cost him a bit of time on the exit and up towards this corner here. Slightly wide at the apex, but will that mean he gets a better exit? I don't think that really worked out for him. Probably had to back off slightly coming up towards this corner here. Final real corner of the track, flat out now, up the straight. Liverpool 78 moving out the way, which means that JIO can't use him for a slipstream. Will he give up on the start come to pits? No, he keeps left as far as possible to get the shortest run to the line, but it is only second. So I think there's a lot of lap time out there for people to come and find. That's what the Abachigujiga is doing at the moment on super soft tyres now. 50 meter board, third gear. Nice exit. This could be potentially a pole position lap time at the moment. Potential pole position lap time coming up towards the line now. Oh, look at that. All 3 cars, Stinner Winner, JIO and the Abachigujiga, separated by less than 0.02 of a second. That is incredible. It's getting very, very close at the top. Not much in it, which hopefully means we're going to have a very close race and battles on track when it comes to the race between these three. Of course, Matt240 is really who we should be watching now, who is, I believe, on a fast lap down to 5th for the two fast right-handers. Obviously, this could be his championship winning weekend for him. A bit wide at the apex, but manages to gather it together. Tail happy on the exit. That's going to cost him a bit of time. He seems to have quite an oversteering car here, which is going to cost him maybe through this corner. He's had to give up there. Going to keep going with the lap though, but this isn't going to be his best lap he could possibly produce. I don't think he's going to give up a bit. He decides to come back into the pits again. So just by watching these little bits of onboard that we've had of Matt240, he doesn't seem to be having the best of luck out there with his setup. He had a bit of tail happy there, and it was not really working to the way he probably wanted it to work. So we've got to make sure that he gets a clean lap together. I just been informed that the Abadjagujagua's last lap was with overtake mode, not the full ERS mode available, so still more time available for him in that car, so he could easily go and take pole position at the moment. So we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen yet, but still on provisional pole is Stinner winner, followed by Jay Ayor, who's now heading back out again. Third place, the Abadjagujaguwa, probably one of his strongest qualifying so far. Fourth is J04071980, which is a really impressive lap time for him, and currently lead McLaren. Fifth, Or571. Sixth, Remy Liney, who I believe is just about to complete a lap, so let's see how he does on this one. The reserve driver standing in for someone today. Fourth position on soft tyres, which of course is very impressive indeed. Seventh, Lucas LA on the medium tyres. Liverpool 78 on the soft tyres, locking up the front left wheel there. See what sort of lap time he can deliver here. Bring up through the gears now. Across the line. Fourth position, so look at 5th and 6th close together. 5th, 6th, 7th, all within the same 10th. So we've got a definite tiered system going on here. The super soft drivers at the front there. The Stinner winners actually made a bit of a gap, a little bit extra time in his pole position lap. He's found a few more tenths, but second and third is still separated by only less than a tenth, less than half a tenth, less than a tenth of a tenth, a thousandth. It's quite close together. It's not a thousandth, a hundredth, isn't it? A tenth of a tenth. There's Remy line. He goes on an ambitious line around the corner. So who's going to come out victorious as we head into the final 5 minutes of qualifying? Matt240 is on track, is on a fast lap. Again, quite a lot of understanding. Had to go for the soft tyres now. So what sort of lap time will this deliver on the soft tyres? Got a lot of understeer now. Well, earlier on he had the oversteer. He now appears to have a lot of understeer in his car. Can he convert this into race victories? He goes wide. Is that going to cost him the lap time? Up through the gears now. Change to engine mode there. Very taking a lot of, and he's come into the pits again. A very interesting strategy by Matt240. I don't want to call it, as he's not doing this. I'm not going to assume this is accidental. I'm going to assume that it's maybe done deliberately as some sort of tactic to warm tyres up or something like that. We never know. But J.I.O., we do know, is on track, is on super soft. Is he coming back into the pits? Yes, he is. So all cars preparing. I don't know how he got away with doing that. It should be Okay, you should get a penalty for that. You normally have to have the pit limiter on, so that is something that has been turned off for this session. Interesting. You should have no assists in the pit lane. Okay, but let's not worry about what can't be changed now. Stinner winner is on an outlap. Second, J.I.O. So he's closed in a little bit. The Abajagoo now coming back onto the track, hoping he can find that extra bit of time to make that difference back to pole position. Fourth place, Liverpool 78 has retired from the session. Fifth, 4571. Is he on a lap? I can't really tell. That Ferrari looks like a car I would like to drive. Sixth is Remy Lindley. Number 9. Seventh is GA04071980. Eighth, Lucas LA. Ninth is Killing for Cash. 10th, Hixie123, who is on a quick lap, I believe. About to come across the line now. Jumps up 6th to Ferrari, 5th and 6th at the moment, which would help their championship hopes moving away from Mercedes and towards Toro Rosso if they were to finish the race like that. But people we should be watching, one person we should be watching is the Abajagoo, about to start his fast lap now, coming across the line. Let's see what sort of laps we can go into, going through the Senna S. Hopefully he's got the right engine mode this time. Through the first two corners, a lovely exit through there, getting all the traction possible out of that corner. Doesn't go as wide as possible through that corner. Yeah, the flag, I think it's just JI slowing down for him. Down to fourth gear. Lovely exit through these corners here, out wide onto the curb. Down to fifth. Lovely. That is such a good exit through those corners there. Hits the apex very well. Just as perfect as you would like for that corner too. This is going to be a very fast lap indeed from the Abajagoo. Just keep it clean through these final two corners. Coming out wide now. Braking where there's no board anymore, but seems to get his braking point just about perfect. This is going to be a strong lap. Stinner winner has retired from the session. But the Abajagoo, can this be provisional pole position for him? I think it can. Only second. Wow. I thought that was a quick lap from him there. And I couldn't really see where much more time could be gained. But he's retired from the session, so he will not be taking pole position today. And JIO is still third at the moment after that lap time. Is he going to go around again? 765. Oh, no, he wasn't. That was his out lap, wasn't it? So this is now his quick lap out wide onto the curb. This is very close between JO. He doesn't need much to take back that second place as he goes slightly wide through the corners over the curb. Of course, where's Matt 240? This is what we should really be watching. What lap time can Matt 240 deliver? Hasn't gone to plan at the moment. Where's he going to place? Pressure is on him now. Not going to go into the pits this time. Surely not. No. DRS wide open. Coming to the line. It's pole position. No surprise at all. But pole position as he loses it in the brakes in celebration. I was going to say in celebration. But Matt 240 has taken pole position at the moment. JL, can he go close to that? No. But he beats the Abajagoo to have Matt 240 in pole position. Stinner winner second, JIO third, 4571 on a fast lap. J04711980 also on a fast lap. Who's going to be the first to cross the line? It'll be J04071980. Where's he going to jump up to? Fifth. Nice lap there from J04071980. How can all 571 finish this lap? So lap time on the speed. Where did he jump up to, if anywhere? I don't know where he jumped up to. He stayed where he was, unfortunately. So third is JIO. Fourth is the Abajagu Jaguar. 5th is... Who was 5th? I can't remember. Was it all 571? 5th was GA0407. 6th, Liverpool 78. 7th is OR 571. 8th is Hixie 123. 9th is Remy. 10th is Lucas LA. 11th is Biffa Chipmunk. 11th is Killing for Cash. 12th is Biffa Chipmunk. 13th is Brizey. 14th is Carter 5510. And 15th, last but not least, is Spike 10100. So that is your starting grid, and it looks dry, but this is of course Brazil, so we don't really know when the rain could possibly come. Let's have a look at messages. Let's have a look what I've read. Look, where did goals could be 5th? Wow, so people are still chatting at every session, at every point. But most importantly, championship leader Matt 240 is on pole position. He's just taken my pole position record, hasn't he? I'm no longer showing that, so he has taken the record for the most poles in a single season. But that is not what I expected to happen. So, Matt 240 is leading the race today, starting in pole position, followed by Stinner Winner in 2nd place, driving for Toro Rosso. What can he do today? 3rd place, Jay Yayor, currently 4th in the championship. Can't win the championship, but maybe looking to overhaul Orb King and Alpi Mutke in the final standings. 4th, the Abajagu Jaguar. Really strong qualifying from him. What can he do from there? Hopefully go forwards and not backwards and claim the title for Williams today. 5th is GA04071980. What can he do for McLaren? Help his teammate. 6th is Liverpool 78. 7th, OR 571. 8th, Hixie 123. 9th, Remy Lindley 9. 10th, Lucas LA. 11th, Killing for Cash. 12th, Biffa Chipmunk. 13th, Brizey 91. 14th, Carter 5510. And a special shout out to Spike 10100, who is returning today after some time away with a broken PS4. What can he do on his return? Let's wait and see. So, it's not what I wanted to happen, but as they line up on the grid now, is this today Matt 240 becomes champion? What do we want? Race car noises. When do we want them? Meow! And it seems like a very good start from Stinner Winner there. Off the start, he's going up the inside of Matt 240. He's also getting attacked by the JIO around the outside. Brizey's already retired. That is a very quick retirement from Brizey. And Stinner Winner has appeared to go right around Matt 240 to take the lead. Matt 240 is in a slipstream. Will he dive to the inside of Stinner Winner? Last minute braking, not quite possible there. So we've got yellow flag. Spikes also retired from the session. So that was a great intro from me on his return. Obviously not working out that well for him. JIO falling backwards and into the clutches of the Abajagu Jaguar. What can he do here? Leaders all very close together. Matt 240 will not want to get held up for too long, but at the moment he is doing enough to win the championship. He only needs 3 points today to win this championship. 4 points, I believe, to win the championship. So he is doing everything he needs to do here at the moment. Of course, you'd want to go and win that. J.R. York took a very strange line across the grass there, which is going to open an opportunity up for the Abadjagoo. Obviously, you have to go around the outside and the upper heavings here, fight for the lead as well. Let's stay on board with this and look ahead at the same time as a crash. Stinner Winner and Matt240 crash, and Matt240 gets away with it. Stinner Winner gets away with it. I think Matt240 is slowing down to let Stinner Winner back through, which is going to let these two catch up as well. The Abadjagoo looking for a move down the inside and not quite possible. So we're seeing a battle for the lead here. Matt240 and Stinner Winner battling it out. Of course, no DRS here on these opening 2 laps, but these are tense times for Matt240. He doesn't actually need to get involved in a battle like this. If he gets a retirement from this race, he'll get 0 points, and that would mean that the championship goes down to the final round. But Stinner Winner will be looking to try and take the victory off of Matt240. Wow, what a very tense few moments that was. Can Stinner Winner get anything done in the slipstream here of Matt240? I don't think so, but the Abadjagoo is looking very racy against J.R. Not quite getting it done there, but maybe down this back straight now with DRS. Is DRS going to be available? Yes, but J.R. has of course also got DRS because he is close enough to Stinner Winner. So these 4 cars, as predicted from qualifying, are running very close together indeed in this race at the moment. But it will of course go down to tyre life and the whole race itself. I think the Abadjagoo is getting held up slightly by J.R. at the moment. We could possibly go a little bit quicker than him. J.R. did out-qualify him. So the top 4 are as they started this race. So Matt240 currently leading the race, doing enough, doing what he needs to do to win the championship overall, and gets the fastest lap for the moment. Stinner Winner goes very wide, cuts across the curve. It's going to open an opportunity up for J.R. to come up the inside, and that's just going to help Matt240 even more. That mistake from Stinner Winner. Can J.R. now chase down Matt240? Or Stinner Winner going to start battling out with J.R. to hold up the pair of them so they cannot have a chance to win this race. J.R. has to go defensive. Of course, we must mention as well that Matt240 has had a lot of connection issues this year, and they could strike at any point. I'm just going to take a sip of drink for a minute. Excuse me if I miss anything. J.R. just hit the sign there, and luckily don't think got any damage off of it. The Abadjagoo. Must not forget that definite article there. Is in the slipstream of Stinner Winner. Can he get a move up the inside? No. Stinner Winner has got a 3-second time penalty to be cutting corners already. 5 laps into the race. Stinner Winner is trying his hardest to keep in contact. As you can see, Matt240 has created a 1.3 second gap to the rest of the field at the moment. Stinner Winner is desperate to get past J.R. here. I said the Abadjagoo is quicker than J.R. I think Stinner Winner is as well. Just that mistake into turn 1 cost him against J.R. Going a bit wide here. What can he do? This is obviously a very tense race for everyone because of what is on the line. But Stinner Winner in the slipstream. J.R. who will not have DRS. DRS going to be wide open on the back of Stinner Winner. Has to go to the outside. JIO defends the inside. Not quite. Can he do the cutback on the exit? It's a very good exit, does Stinner Winner. Tucks it in nicely. This is going to be a great move if he can make it happen. DRS wide open. JIO is defending the inside already. Urs will be on the maximum. Out to the outside. Not quite happening there for Stinner Winners. This is going to allow the Abjigajigud to catch up ever so slightly in this battle for the final podium position. Let's not miss. I was going to say, let's not miss what's going on here. And I think, obviously, that was a crash because no one had noticed. But how many cars are involved as Remy goes for the inside dive on his teammate? That was a very bold attempt there on Biff Chipmunk, who's not going to give up easily on a move like that, and he's just attacking every possible opportunity there is. This is going to be a great battle. I feel like I've missed something here, but Hixie obviously got involved in some sort of incident, possibly with his teammate All571, who is still on the track, so can't have that much damage. But Stinner Winner is still trying to get past Joe. As I see, there is a battle going on at the back of the field, and a lot of connection issues as well. Carter 5x10 coming down the field ever so slightly, but he's still in the races. I see two cars battling here. Lucas LA gets past GA04071980. I suppose he's going to attempt another move. There's so many things going on in this race. I want to keep on top of and not miss. Biffa Chipmunk is all over the back of Carter 5x10 as well. But this is the battle for the podium at the moment. So I'm waiting for that message to come through. I've just seen there's another comment. I've only got 4 appearing on the moment. 6 comments supposedly appearing. Here we go. 5. Okay, so these comments aren't appearing on the stream at the moment. But sector 2 is a yellow flag as Killing for Cash has retired from the session. Just starting to get to a point now where anything can happen for Matt 240 and he can win the championship as he used to just trade positions. Stinner Winner and JIO are fighting. This is trading positions, alright? Trading paint, trading everything. JIO still keeping hold of second position at the moment. You see all that debris on the track from Pixie123 retiring. What can Stinner Winner do here to halt the charge with JIO? Can he make the move as Spike has left the session? I'm going to see if I can see those comments at the moment. Oh, it's just 1287. Your Jesus, the new religion for all people will draw non-Christian faith equals Yeshua Allah. That's lovely. So those comments, I didn't need to see them luckily, but Stinner Winner wants to maybe see these comments coming in when he gets this overtake done on JIO, coming around the outside. Can't do it still. It's just letting Matt 240 get further and further ahead of this race. DRS wide open, diving for the inside, not quite close enough that time round. Although he's had to go on the grass there, I thought that could have ended badly. Had a bit of extra speed but nowhere to go with it. So this Toro Rosso driver trying his hardest here to get a podium. Now I swear Carter 5x10 should be driving for Force India. I don't know why he's in the Haas, so we'll assume he's in the Haas painted Force India for the moment. That's what we'll go with. So, as I was just checking messages to see if I missed anything. Currently leading the way by 4.4 seconds, doing everything he needs to do to win this championship today. is Matt 240. Second place at the moment is Jay Yayor, starting to create a bit of a gap now to Stinner winner. He might have made a mistake in the first corner because the Abajigua in fourth place has closed the gap up ever so slightly to Stinner winner. Fifth is Or571 driving for Ferrari. Sixth is Little Paul 78, who has got front wing damage. You can see there his end plate is missing, so that could account for some of his missing pace. Seventh, Lucas LA, so sixth and seventh for the Red Bulls at the moment. Eighth is Remy Lenley driving for Mercedes at the moment. He goes a bit wide but manages to keep it on the track. Ninth is GA04071980. A Stinner winner has decided to come into the pits, and so has Liverpool 78, but 10th is Carter 5 for 10. 11th is Biffa Chipmunk. So early stops for Stinner winner, and he puts the medium tyres on, serves his 5-second penalty maybe. I thought you meant to serve your 5-second the time penalty before you get service, not after you get service. But anyway, that was a very odd pit stop for Stinner winner, but is now rejoining the track. Is he? Or did he just go? He just went into the barrier, didn't he? Has he got any front wing damage from that hit the barrier? I think he may have got away with that. That could have ended very badly indeed for Stinner winner. He now will want to see if he can jump JIO in the pit stop. So will JIO decide it is time to pit on this lap? As someone got very tail happy out of that corner. I think it was the Or571. No, JIO carries on. So interesting differentiation of strategies here. Whose strategy is going to work best come the end of the race? But still leading the way, Matt 240. Could he possibly be on the way to his first championship in Dynamic Racing League, main league? Second place, J. Yai Orr, driving for Renault. Third place is the Abajigua. Fourth, Or571, Lucas LA is in fifth. You see a nice little battle here between Little Paul and Biffa Chipmunk, somehow just dropping back behind Little Paul, but quite far back, so maybe a mistake there from Biffa Chipmunk, who did record a second place, as I said earlier, back in 2015 around this track, and we all in the league want to see him return to the front whenever possible, and I think one day I have faith that he will. But JIO has just got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which doesn't surprise me, as seemed how he was entering the pit lane earlier on. But more importantly, the Abajigua and JIO are in the pits. And why is... There we go. I said, why is he getting held up in the pits? But he wasn't. It was my screen messing up. JIO going very wide on the exit. I think they both have a nice camera angle. Look, we're just going to see the pit lane. Nice, isn't it? Everyone's left. Let's put the safety car at the end. But there we go. The medium tyres on both of these cars, JIO and the Abajigua. I think it's wise for the Abajigua to stop at the same time as JIO, and you see how far ahead they have come out in front of Stinner winner. So that odd pit stop, which I mentioned earlier, has definitely cost Stinner winner in this race. And Matt 240 decided it's time to pit as well. What tyres will he put on? I would assume it will be the medium tyres. Yes, it will be the medium tyres coming onto his car. Also gets held. I think it's just a glitch. Yeah, it's glitching out a little bit. We'll just watch the pit crew with their tyres. They're all frozen already. God, look at their faces. I'm not budging one bit. This is good. Lucas LA comes and takes the lead, of course. Matt 240 slots out behind Carter 5-5-10. So, effectively first is Matt 240. Second is JIOR. Third is effectively the Ampajagoo Jagua. Carter 5-5-10 is the teammate of Orb King, who of course mathematically is still in this championship battle, but after today will not be, because he's not going to be able to score any points. So actually, even if Carter 5-5-10 does get into a bit of scruff with Matt 240, it's not going to make a difference. Orb King is still out the championship battle as it stands. This is more than 25 points in the 30, 40, 50. Yeah, it'd be more than 35, more than a 25 point gap. So whatever happens, Matt 240, Orb King's out of championship battle today. That is what I'm saying. He will not win the championship though. Alpamukli still can if Matt 240 fails to score 3 points or more today. I haven't worked out what Williams need, but I think with them scoring points today, with 5th place, it'll be enough for them to win the championship. Someone who's good at maths, can they confirm that for me? So, Matt 240 closing in on Carter 5-5-10. Doesn't need to rush this, doesn't need to get into a silly collision with Carter. Can wait for the DRS zone. These are the sort of moments you can easily just push a little bit too far, pay the price for it. Carter 5-10, of course, will have to pit again. DRS open. To the inside, Carter 5-10 is respectfully not fighting it as hard as he could, which is the right thing to do. And Matt 240 moves up into 2nd place, but still obviously effectively the lead anyway, as there's a yellow flag in the race somewhere. Looks like it's been cleared. Yeah. So, Matt 240 in 2nd place. Still waiting for Lucas LA to pit and Carter 5-10 to pit. This is turning out to be quite the boring race. Let's hope Biffa Chipmunk and GA04071980 can change that for us as he's closing down GA04071980. I think I'm coming down with some sort of cold. Oh, a bit wide with understeer through that corner there was Biffa Chipmunk. Can he close in on GA04071980? Because that's the only battle that could possibly be happening right now as Matt 240 sets the fastest lap time of the race with a 1 minute 10.651 as Carter comes into the pits for his pit stop in this race. This race has been a staple fixture in our championship. It's been around since 2010. I found out it wasn't actually in the 2011 Summer Series for some reason. Or if it was, I haven't got the results for it in front of me, so I'm unsure. But in 2010, Son of the Blues finished 2nd, Jay Loebman 96 finished 3rd, and Dan Dorello, I think his name was, won the race that day, as I leant on my controller then and got a weird result of it. 2011 Winter Series, Orlandino Cam, otherwise known as Orlando, finished 1st in this race. 2nd was Lightspeed 1986, and 3rd was Jamie. 2012 was a year here I remember. See, there must have been a 2011 summer race. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. 2012 was a year I remember here as Son of the Blues. What am I on about? I don't know what that's. Maybe some of these results are wrong. 2012 I was driving for a Ferrari, and I swear that I overtook F1. Maybe it was a different Martin. Anyway, I remember one year I overtook F1 underscore Kimi underscore WRC to clinch the championship, Constructors' Championship for Ferrari. So it must have been 2012. I remember that very fondly. So yeah, I managed to overtake him in the final few laps, and that clinched the title for Ferrari. And if I didn't do that, and Caterham, oh god, that's a flashback, isn't it? Caterham would have won the championship that year. Well, that was a fun race. And there's also one year here I remember just having the most incredible start out of everyone. I just remember overtaking everyone into the first corner. I think I started 5th or 6th and ended up first by the first corner, and then crashed out also in the first corner. But it was an incredible start that I'll always remember, as myatesftw easily passes Lucas LA down the back straight. Where was I? 2013, Orb King wins. 2014, Orb King wins. 2015, Orb King wins. And then 2016, a guy called myatesftw won the race. I hope he's back again next year. He was a good racing driver. I wish to see him back. 2017 was Alpu Mk's win in the championship. I think it was his first win, possibly. And second, Paradox 6, and third was some that really good racing driver, myatesftw. So it's been a good history here of racing. I believe I actually remember quite good races here. There's a few wet races as well, of course, with being Brazil around this track. A few wet to dry, dry to wet races have occurred here. It's always a fun track to race around, as myatesftw is finding out right now how enjoyable it is. Paradox 6 finished second here last year, who's not racing today but got his podium last time out, so he'd be hoping that today, I don't know what I'm on about. So it only took another year for him to get another podium. I think, I may have had a podium beforehand, I don't know, I can't remember. I'm just waffling on now, as myatesftw looks like he's well on the way to winning the championship. If he retires now and has to finish 10th, then the championship will still be alive going into Abu Dhabi. But luckily, I don't think he's going to retire. Lucas LA is having a decent drive in his debut here in Dynamic Racing League, standing in as a reserve driver and coming into the pits right now. But a very strong debut here. I don't know where he'll drop down to. He'll probably drop down a little bit. Is this a battle I'm about to see? Let's hope so. Go for Chipmunk gaining on J04 as the side comes into the pits. So it's coming into pits for second stop, I believe. Not quite sure on that one. But let's, as there's nothing really going on track, people just going around with gaps, let's have a bit of a reflection on people's seasons. Let's start off with Jay Yayor, championship contender until the last race, and let's see why he came out as a championship contender. So we'll start off in Abu Dhabi, a fun race for everyone, the first race of the season, my first race commentating, I remember that very well, and he finished 9th, so it wasn't the strongest of starts to the season for Jay Yayor, finishing the race in 9th, but he did qualify 6th and went backwards in that race. And then we moved on to Bahrain. Where did he finish in Bahrain? He finished 10th, so 9th and 10th, so it's still points, but not as strong as he would have wanted. But luckily in China he changed that, as he came out, he didn't qualify 6th in Australia, what am I on about? He qualified 6th in Bahrain, but he came out strong in China with pole position at 1 minute 30, what calls it. And he finished the race in second, beaten by Orb King, who we'll probably end up talking about in a little bit. So making sure I'm not missing anything. Liverpool 78 is on the back of GA04071980. So, what can he do here? We'll come back on to the life story of J.I.O. in a moment. But let's just see how this battle pans out. We'll carry on for a moment. I don't think an overtake's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe coming up through these corners. Let's have a look. Let's just stay on board. So, coming up to these fast left-handers. The pit straight, although it actually isn't that straight. And G04071980 decides to come into the pits and ruin my fun. Lucas LA, however, wants to have a bit of fun with Or571 and is in the slipstream. Is he going to get an overtake done? I don't think so. So back to the life story of J.I.O.'s season. He did finish second in China. Baku, he had another strong qualifying in third and finishing in fifth, so went backwards in the race, but Baku was obviously, as always, a very strange race indeed. Is this going to be a move by Lucas LA? Not quite. In Spain, he qualified in pole position and managed to convert that into 13th place, so not a very good race in Spain, unfortunately, but followed that up with another pole position in Monaco. So he had quite a lot of good pole position times, as we see. Lucas LA going to dive down the inside of All571 into the first corner. Why does it always give us a crap on board for this? And moves up into fifth position. Can All571 fight back here? DRS open. Is he going to make a move? No, not quite. So, we can carry on with life story of J.I.O. now. So Monaco, he qualified in pole position, but didn't convert that into win as Fazillo. 97 convert that into the victory. And third place for J.I.O. was to follow. Second in Canada was his qualifying, and that followed with a non-point finish as well in Canada. So he's had a bit of bad luck, J.I.O. this season. France, he qualified in 8th. Qualified 8th in France and finished that race in the lead. So had a very strong race in France. I'm just struggling to remember that. I mean, so many races this year that I'm struggling to remember the French race, but clearly did a very good race there to take victory in France for Renault in the home Grand Prix. On to Austria, where he qualified in... Did he race in Austria? No, I don't think he was there in Austria. No, so he couldn't make the Austria race, which is obviously where he lost quite a few points. But come on to Silverstone, qualified third and finished second. In Germany, qualified second and finished... Where did he finish in Germany? Outside the top 10. In Hungary, qualified 6th and finished 4th. In Belgium, qualified 4th and won. In Italy, qualified 2nd and finished 2nd. So he had a stronger end to the season. In Singapore, qualified 3rd and finished 6th. In Russia, qualified 3rd and finished 2nd. As Matt 240's in the pits for his second pit stop of the race. And finished 2nd in Japan. Qualified on pole in America and finished 3rd. Qualified 9th in Mexico and of course finished 8th. So it shows in this league you can miss a race, be consistent, still have a shot at the championship and be in the right end of the championship come the end of the season. So Is this going to be a two-stop race? Normally it ends up only being one-stop races on this game, but it looks like it's going to be a two-stop race this year. Excuse me as I was having a drink. Lucas LA is the closest to anyone, but you see that's a gap. Yes, Stinner winner on track at the moment. Stinner winner could actually be coming back into contention here if he doesn't need to stop to get. Oh, he is another corner coming back. But it just shows you just need to be half consistent to get into a championship battle, is what I was trying to explain with Jay Yayor a minute ago. Who else could we look at? We could have a look at the Average Gujigua season. The Average Gujigua season. Let's go all the way back to the beginning in Australia, where I believe he didn't have the game yet, so he wasn't racing, if I remember rightly. Did he start in? Did he start in China? No. Did he start in Baku? Yeah, no, he started in China. I must have missed his name. Yeah, he's qualified 11th in China. As you see, a dive up the inside. That could have ended badly, but luckily it didn't. The Average Gujigua is actually just got overtaken by Max, isn't he? He hasn't got into the battle, he's just got overtaken. As very interesting line from Lucas LA against Stinner winner, who's in the wall. Stinner winner into the wall there. That was surprising. Is this going to be a safety car? Stinner winner just losing control, going wide and losing control, and ended up in the wall. It was going to be such a strong race for him as well. So that leaves 2 points available if Matt 240 was to retire. This championship is nearly being clinched for Matt 240. It's only got 7 laps left, but Stinner winner shows how easy it is to crash around this track. It could happen to somebody else at any time. But Average Gujigua, let's go back to his season and his life story of the season. He finished. Maybe actually, we'll keep an eye on Matt 240 because obviously he's going to be chasing down the race leading it. But Average Gujigua, his first race was in China, where he qualified 11th and finished. Where did he finish? 7th. So good race there. In Baku, he qualified. When he qualified in Baku? Why did I not write it down? Where did he qualify in Baku? Oh, he didn't qualify because for some reason he didn't qualify. I think he crashed out of qualifying, but he managed to finish 3rd. Qualified as Matt 240 overtakes Jayor for the lead. So that made me assume that Jayor is going to pit again at some point. But Matt 240 looks like he's going to be on his way to victory. Average Gujigua qualified in, where are we looking at? Spain. I seem to always not find his name on these lists. He didn't qualify in Spain, but finished Spain. Did he finish Spain? That's maybe why I'm getting confused. I don't think he raced in Spain. He didn't race in Spain. Makes more sense. Did he race in Monaco? Wasn't around for Monaco. Wasn't around. Oh, he did. He qualified 3rd for Canada. So he has a good qualifying record, actually. Qualified for 3rd in Canada, finished 4th. Qualified 14th in France and finished outside points. Qualified third in Austria and finished fourth. Qualified fifth in Silverstone, finished sixth. Qualified sixth in Germany and finished fifth. Qualified 12th in Hungary and finished third. Qualified... Looks like he didn't race. Oh, he qualified 6th in Belgium and finished 9th. Qualified 5th in Italy and finished 5th. Qualified 4th in Singapore and finished 4th. Qualified 8th in Russia and finished 5th. Qualified 4th in Japan and finished 6th. Qualified 6th in America and finished 5th. Where did he qualify? 5th in Mexico and finished 6th. So obviously he's had quite the mixed season, but not enough strong results to beat this man here, Matt 240. Not this guy, Liverpool 78, but this guy, Matt 240. An incredible season, incredible story to follow. He qualified well, I believe, in Australia, but I can't quite remember. And did he finish in Australia? No, he didn't. He had a connection issue. Qualified pole position in Bahrain. Had a connection issue. Finished 14th question mark. In China, he qualified 16th and finished 10th. So on to China, and he still hasn't scored. He only scored 1 point. Baku, he qualified 6th and finished 4th. Spain, he qualified 5th and won. So now he's starting to get his season together. In Monaco, qualified 2nd, leading the race, retired, finished 10th. Another connection issue for Matthijs. In Canada, qualified in pole, finished in 10th. I believe another qualifying issue. France qualified on pole, finished 2nd. Austria qualified 2nd, finished 2nd. I think this is where his streak starts and when he really gets his season together now. In Britain, qualifies in pole position, finishes in first, so wins the race. Germany qualifies on pole, finishes in first. Hungary qualifies first, finishes 2nd. Belgium qualifies on pole, finishes 4th. Italy qualifies on pole. I believe he had an accident or connection issue. Didn't get any points. Singapore, important race for him, qualified in pole and won the race. Russia qualified pole, finished 4th. Japan qualified 2nd, won the race. In America, qualified 2nd, won the race. Mexico qualified 2nd, won the race. Brazil qualified 1st in pole position, leading the race now to try and become the champion, the F1 2018 Dynamic Racing League main league champion. Can he do it? He's got 2 laps to complete to take this championship. The Abajagujagua will be hoping to clinch the title for Williams today. So the titles are both going to be decided today. And Matt 240, of course, does deserve this championship, as you can hear from the results I read out a moment ago. He definitely deserves to win this championship. It'll be the 3rd year running that somebody called Matt wins the championship. It'll be our new the first new champion we've had since 2016. He won't be a rookie champion because he raced for us last season for a few races. I believe Yates won in the USA last year, so he won't be a rookie champion. McLaren, have McLaren won a drivers' championship before? I want to say no. I don't think McLaren have a driver unless Orb King won for them back along. Or some of the Blues, maybe? Won his championship for him? Owen has 5. I have 2. So, Matt 240 will be joining an illustrious list of champions from this league. We will have Orb King, 5-time champion. Son of the Blues, I believe, won the championship in 2010. The next 4 seasons were Orb Kings. Then to upset everyone came along a certain Claire Eater ACC. He's not here with us today. And then 2015, Orb King secured his next championship. Then 2017 came along. myatesftw driving for Sauber, myself, won the 2 championships. In 2016, he set the record for most pole positions in a season. I don't know why I'm talking to myself in third person. I set the record for most pole positions in a season. But that is going to be taken away from me. That has been taken away from me from Matt 240. I'm the only second double champion. But single champions are Son of the Blues, Claire Eater ACC. And coming towards the line now to become the Dynamic Racing League F1 2018 Main League champion is Matt 240. Crosses the line to win the Brazilian Grand Prix, to win Dynamic Racing League Championship. Well done. It's been a long season, but he's done it. Second place, his best finish of the season. The Abajagoo driving for Williams to win Williams the Constructors' Championship. Third is J.I.O. to round out the podium. Fourth, Lucas L.A. Fifth, 4571. Sixth, Carter, 5510. If he gets to the line in time. Sixth, Carter, 5510. Unless he drops down with penalties. Little Paul 78 finishes 7th. 8th will be Biffa Chipmunk. And 9th, the legend himself, GA 04071980 will cross the line to round off all the finishes. So, the race winner, Matt 240, Dynamic Racing League F1 2018 champion. Here he is, on top step of the podium. Let's hope someone can give him a run for his money next season. Constructors' Championships been won by Williams, thanks to the second place for the Abajagoo Jaguar. Great race indeed. Well done to all those who took part. So we have a few messages going around, obviously. But, oh, I forgot to do the... Here's the... Our winner today is Matt 240, who, of course, also wins the championship. Second is the Abajagoo Jaguar. Third, J.I.O. Fourth, Lucas L.A. Fifth, OR571. Sixth, Carter 5510. Seventh, Little Paul 78. Eighth, Biffa Chipmunk. Ninth, GA04071980. And 10th, Stinner winner, rounding off the top 10 with Red Bull Toro Rosso Honda. So, that has been your Brazilian Grand Prix. That has been Matt 240 winning the championships. Alpamutke wrote, "Congrats, Matthijs, for winning the championship. You've been outstanding all year and done very well to win the title despite suffering from a lot of bad luck throughout the season. Few mistakes and missed races on my end cost me the chance to push you until the end, but I think the right man won it anyway. Already looking forward to battling you again next year, Jay, or well done to Matthijs. Alpamuk congratulating his teammate on the Constructors' Championship. Hughes Moves sending his congratulations. Orb King sending his congratulations. Liverpool 78 sending his congratulations. So, let's hear from Matt240 what he had to say. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. It was incredibly hard to go up and try to win against you guys. Despite my bad luck, I always believed in it and at the end pulled it through. So Matt240 responding to that. Let's see if we can get Matt240 on this party. Let's see if we can invite him now. Because I know everyone will want to hear from him. So I've sent him an invite. Let's see if he's around to talk to. Oh, my phone's going to shut down in 30 seconds. So also, Matthijs, you sneaked from back at the championship battle when we're asking whether it was going to be Alpha O, and you became the Drivers' Championship. A very big well done from me. So all the plaudits coming in at the moment. Let's see if Matt240 is available to talk to. We'll give it a little bit of time. But of course, it's very rarely you get around to crowning a champion in this league. Do not really get the opportunity to talk to someone who's just won a championship, but we'll wait and see. Charlie Fluff, good race, folks. Enjoyed it. So we'll give it a few more seconds to see if Matt240 will be joining us. I've now lost my phone as it's run out of battery. I was liking the underdog position, but then it all switched from Japan onwards, Matt240 says. So I don't think we're going to get the opportunity to talk to him now, but it was worth a try. Thank you for sticking with us. I have been myatesftw. I was the reigning champion. I'm no longer the reigning champion. I no longer say I'm the previous champion of the league. I've got to come back and maybe try taking my crown back next season, but we'll have to wait and see. Well done, Matt240 in the race win, and well done for the championship. It's been a great season. Thank you for everyone who's joined us. We've got one more race left, let's not forget. Let's have some fun in Abu Dhabi, which I would believe is happening in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully we'll have some laughs and some fun. I really hope that someone makes a tribute helmet for me. Oh, Matt240, hello. You've joined us. I was about to sign off, but you've joined us. So, well done. You are Dynamic Racing League's F1 2018 Main League champion. How does it feel? It's good. So you've had obviously a tough start to the season. I was going through during the race about how tough your season was, because we would go all the way back to Australia where you had some connection issues. Bahrain, you had connection issues. China, you had let's have a look in China. Where did you finish in China? 6th. So you started to have your season together. So you had a really slow start to the season. After Bahrain, Baku, you only had 1 point, and now you finished the championship, obviously winning it. So can't believe how good that is. And everyone's saying, oh, there we go, you worked it out. But say, people can't hear you. You should be able to now. So, how does it feel to, first of all, how does it feel to win the race? You dominated the race from start to finish. How does it feel to win the race?
Yeah, it was nice. Just drove my own race. Always was planning to do the 2-stop to be able to like really push on my tires, and eventually, yeah, it worked out.
It definitely worked out indeed. You came back after the second pit stop and seemed to overtake everyone so easily, and that strategy seemed to be the best one out of all of them. So when do you think was the moment you realised that this championship could possibly be yours to win? What race, looking back, do you think was the race that sort of it all turned? You thought, this is my chance to win the championship?
I definitely have to say Japan. Japan was just a great result for me, and just a shocking result for, well, mainly Alpu.
Yeah, definitely, because you won obviously in Japan, and Orb King finished 3rd, J.O. finished 2nd, and then Alpamuk finished 10th because he had that puncture and he spun on the final lap. So Japan probably was the turning point of the season. I'm just looking back, make sure I got the right. Yeah, you had a really strong season all round. Is there anything you wish to say to anyone?
Just yeah, thank you for everyone that raced, and especially to the other championship contenders. Really pushed me all the way.
Well, it has been amazing to watch you race and amazing to have you with us in this league. I hope we see you again next season. Of course, we've got one race left, so still another win possible. You have
Yeah,
taken my record off of me now, which is a shame, of the most poles in a
sorry.
season. But that was always going to come. That I never expected that record in the first place, so I'm glad somebody's got it and got to go try winning it back next year. So I'm glad that you've got it. And of course, the third season in a row, someone called Matt effectively has won the championship. That's always a nice feeling. So next season, do you think you can back it up with another championship?
Uh, I'll try to, but it's going to be really hard with school, seeing as I'm going to be out of the country,
Could be
so I might not
tough.
be able to attend every
Well,
race.
we'll have to wait and see what happens next season. So thank you for joining us, Mac 240. Enjoy your celebration. Make the most of it as you can.
Yeah,
And obviously see you for the final race of the season. Thank you, Matt 240, Dynamic Racing League F1 2018 Main League Champion. Well done.
by the way, one final mention. Thank you very much for commentating this season. Really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. It's not been a problem. It's been really enjoyable. I'm glad to do something slightly different for the season, and I hope everyone else has enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed commentating. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay, see ya.
See ya. So that was Matt 240 Dynamic Racing League champion, the new champion of our league. Well, that has been incredible. I know how it feels to win a championship. I know All King knows. There's been only a select few who knows what it feels like to win a championship in this league and how difficult it is to do so. So thank you for joining us. Thank you if you're still listening. Been incredible. Incredible season. It looked like it was going to go down to the wire at one point, but it has been tense. There's been loads of things going on the track, which has made it one of the best seasons we've had. Thank you all for watching. We will have one more race, and we will have a bit of fun during that one, I think. And maybe I won't be commentating. Maybe I'll make a race return. Maybe we'll have a poll. Does myatesftw return for one race only? We'll wait and see. But I've been myatesftw. This has been Dynamic Racing League Brazilian Grand Prix, and thank you. We'll see you at the final round. Goodbye.